dead. We're back from the dead.
Hell yeah.
Lepo pozdravljeni na žrebu skupin za FIBA žensko evropsko prvenstvo v košarki. Gospod Demirel,
Mr. Demirel,
predsedniki zvez,
National Federation's presidents,
dragi gostje,
dear guests,
dame in gospodje,
ladies and gentlemen,
dobrodošli na posestvu Brdo.
welcome to Brdo Estate, this beautiful area of Slovenia, where the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2023 draw will be held today.
Najprej pa bi se radi seveda zahvalili za to izjemno točko tudi Duncan Devilsom.
Let's start by thanking Duncan Devils for this wonderful performance for the introduction to today's draw ceremony.
Preden pa nadaljujemo, tega ni v scenariju, this is not in the script, please, ker je danes ravno dan žena, tule nekaj rožic za tebe, for the International Women's Day.
And I didn't see this one coming.
No.
So, Slovenia and Israel are the hosts of this year's Women EuroBasket, and 14 other nations will be competing for the most coveted trophy. But more about that in the continuation of our program.
Slovenija in Izrael sta torej gostitelj tega evropskega prvenstva, skupno pa bo nastopilo kar 16 držav.
The first EuroBasket was held in 1938, so that's a stunning 85 years of history. We've seen many beautiful moments, and we'll watch some of them now, just to get our adrenaline going for the draw.
Prvo žensko evropsko prvenstvo je bilo organizirano leta 1938, to pomeni, da je za nami že 85 let izjemne zgodovine. Pa poglejmo nekaj najlepših trenutkov.
That's what it's all about right there.
Hello and welcome to the final of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket.
Pass up ahead to Johannes. Oh, what a pass!
Black somehow gets it back in the shot time, and it's good at the end of the quarter. 2 second differential shot clock game.
More beautiful scenes, of course, coming this year from Stolžice and Tel Aviv arenas. And in the meantime, I would like to welcome our first guest today for today's ceremony, Mr. FIBA Europe President, Mr. Turgaj Demirel.
Na oder torej prihaja predsednik FIBA Europe, gospod Turgaj Demirel.
Dear basketball friends, it is my great pleasure to be able to welcome you to the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2023 draw here at the beautiful Brno estate near Ljubljana, the city that will host the final event. We have gathered today to find out the paths of the 16 participating teams who have the privilege of competing on the biggest stage in Europe with some of the best athletes of the world. Every 2 years, the fantastic event continues to move the bar higher, and I'm extremely excited ahead of the 39th edition of this continent's flagship competition in Israel and Slovenia. The slogan of the event, Dare to Dream, invites us all to shoot for the stars, and I hope that all the participants, the players, the coaches, the fans, really take that motto on board. Reaching the final round of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket through the qualifiers is not an easy task, but it is just the start of that journey. The nations represented at the draw will now all have their eyes set the ultimate prize of being crowned champions of Europe. Like every fan across the continent, I'm eagerly looking forward to the action on the court and hope this tournament can leave a legacy and inspire many young athletes across the continent to pick up a basketball and dare to dream. On behalf of FIBA Europe, I would like to thank to the hosting national federations and their local organizing committees and wish all the competing nations the best of luck, both in today's draw as well as in Tel Aviv and Ljubljana. I'm sure the FIBA Europe Women's EuroBasket 2023 will be an unforgettable one. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Demirel, for such inspiring words. Now, before we find out who is going to play who, let's show us what the 16 nations will be competing for.
Ja, preden pa nadaljujemo, pa bomo izvedeli, za kakšno nagrado se bo 16 držav sploh borilo.
And that's why we invite to this stage Serbia's Sonja Vasic, a two-time EuroBasket champion, a EuroBasket MVP, and three-time EuroLeague women winner. Sonja, thank you for joining us today. Now, before we get down to business, you have been some of the most defining characters in this sport, double champion, MVP of an event. So, if I ask you to summarize what is needed to win a EuroBasket trophy in just one phrase, what would that be?
First, thank you for having me. I will have to choose word work. First, the work that each Serbian player individually put in to get to the national team, the work that Serbian Federation did to give us the foundation to be and to play at the bigger stage, and then in the end, the work we did every summer. Because believe me, playing for Coach Maljkovic isn't easy. It takes a lot of suffering and sacrificing. So that was a lot of work, but it gave us at the end confidence that we can go all the end and win it.
When you were lifting that EuroBasket trophy for the first time, what was going on in your mind, or was it just the feeling, oh my God, that's too heavy?
First you think FIBA wasn't saving money. They really went out for this trophy, but no, you don't think a lot, especially when you do it first time, you're in a completely disbelief and just, enjoying the moment and living the dream.
So, Sonja, this is the moment where we tell everyone present here that even after though we retired, you're here to write history, because This is the moment we present to you the new revamped trophy for women's EuroBasket. So Sonia, I leave the stage to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. You can, of course, take back your seat, enjoy the rest of the ceremony. So now we know what the teams will be fighting for. We've seen some heroic achievements from the past, and maybe we could find out something about the two countries that will be hosting this year's event.
Zdaj pa vaše poglede znova usmerite proti velikemu ekranu. Spoznali bomo obe gostiteljici.
I hope you enjoyed these beautiful sights. As you can see, two beautiful destinations for this year's event. As you know, the final stage of the competition will be organized here in Slovenia. So therefore, I invite to the stage the host of Women's EuroBasket and the host of today's draw ceremony, the president of Slovenian Basketball Federation, Mr. Matej Rjavec.
Dve prelepi državi, dva prelepa mesta, dve prelepi dvorani, vse to torej junija, zato je zdaj na oder prišel predsednik Košarkarske zveze Slovenije, gospod Matej Rjavec.
Dear Mr. President FIBA Europe, Turgay Demirel, dear Mr. Executive Director FIBA Europe, Kamil Novak, dear representatives of participant countries, dear basketball friends, welcome to Slovenia, the land of exceptional female and male athletes, true sports enthusiasts, and excellent organizers of many large and high-profile events. Let me take this opportunity to thank the leaders and the FIBA Europe board members for entrusting us with the organization of the 39th European Women's Basketball Championship together with Israel. I'm sure a real basketball spectacle awaits us in June, which will remain in everyone's unforgettable memory. We at Basketball Federation of Slovenia consider it a great honor and take great pride that exactly 10 years after the men's EuroBasket, we will host the women's EuroBasket in Ljubljana. When I look at the whole crowd today, many pleasant memories come to mind. The effects of the men's EuroBasket at the time were exceptional for Slovenian sport, economy, tourism, and for country in general, and we only wish that it would be the same this time as well. At the same time, many sincere friendships were formed, which we are particularly proud of. The local organizing committee of the championship has rolled up its sleeves, is working extremely hard, and breathes with this event. I can only thank all its members for their contribution and effort they put into making the event successful, the participants satisfied, and presenting Slovenia itself to Europe as a country of capable people and great deeds. I believe the Israeli friends also think the same. I also want to thank Slovenian government, the competent ministries, the city of Ljubljana, and many partners who recognize the importance of the project and support it to the best of their ability. You are very welcome to Stožice to see for yourself that women play excellent basketball. Ahead of us is the first official event, the draw for the group stage. I believe that the participants are already eagerly anticipating who you will face and where you will play. Finally, let me wish you good luck in the draw and successful preparations for the pinnacle of this year's women's basketball competition. On today's International Women's Day, I wish all the best on your holiday to all women and girls, and today especially all women's basketball players. Believe in yourself and your goals and continue to be successful on your journey. We're looking forward to see you soon in Ljubljana, and good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Erjavec. So we heard it now from the FIBA EuroBasket president, we heard it from the president of Slovenian Basketball Federation, and now it's time to get to know two other representatives of the women's EuroBasket, the twin sisters who promise a lot of excitement before June. So, dear ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, let me draw your attention to the video and some action.
Zdaj bomo torej spoznali še dve posebni predstavnici letošnjega Evropskega prvenstva, sestri dvojčici. Poglejmo.
Close your eyes and try to fly weightless. Getting busy, I'm a wizard on the dance floor. I'm getting busy and I'm filling up with ammo. Jump to the rhythm, my honey's in the back. Jump to the rhythm, we're turning up the track. Jump to the rhythm, time to bring it home. Heart pump,
So, these are Isa and Sia, the twin sisters, who invite all of you and all the fans watching us live to come and enjoy a spectacular women's EuroBasket event and the treats and hospitalities of Ljubljana and Tel Aviv.
To sta bili torej sestri Isa in Sia, verjamem, da ste opazili podobnost, maskoti tega prvenstva, ki vabita torej vse navijače v Ljubljano oziroma Tel Aviv.
And we have one guest in particular here with us today who is perfectly placed to talk about the second host, and of course Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on the podium the president of the Israeli Basketball Federation, Mr. Amiram Halevi.
V naši družbi je torej tudi predsednik Izraelske košarkarske zveze, gospod Amiram Halevi.
Good evening. 2 years ago, FIBA Women's EuroBasket Championship was hosted by two basketball powerhouses, Spain and France, with an additional unwanted partner, the COVID. This time, FIBA has chosen two smaller countries, but with no less passion and love for basketball. I would like to thank FIBA for this opportunity, and I'm certain that we can produce fascinating and competitive tournament with great sportive spirit to the enjoyment of all participating teams and fans all over Europe. Tel Aviv is waiting for you. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Halevi. All of us are certain that Israel is going to be a great host and the great destination for the fans as well.
Hvala, gospod. Vsekakor pa bo Izrael izjemen gostitelj.
And now it's crunch time, as we say in basketball, the time all 16 participating nations have been eagerly waiting to find out who their opponents in the group stage will be.
Prišli smo torej do končnice, sledi žreb.
To supervise and to lead us through the procedure and the draw itself, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the FIBA Europe Head of Competitions, Mr. Ljubomir Mandić.
Žreb bo nadzoroval vodja tekmovanj pri FIBA Europe, gospod Ljubomir Mandić.
And while Mr. Mandic is getting ready, we have one more video that we would like to share with you, one that explains the draw protocol and help us visualize some important points and restrictions.
Najprej pa si poglejmo protokol žreba, nekaj omejitev in tudi nekaj poudarkov.
Sixteen teams will participate in the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2023, hosted by Slovenia and Israel in June this year. Belgium, Czech Republic, France, Germany, Great Britain, Greece, Hungary, Israel, Italy, Latvia, Montenegro, Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, and Turkey. The 16 teams will be drawn and placed into 4 groups, A, B, C, and D. Groups A and B will be played in Tel Aviv, Israel. Groups C and D will be played in Ljubljana, Slovenia. For the purposes of the draw, the 16 teams have been ranked based on the FIBA World Ranking Women, presented by Nike, which have been updated following the conclusion of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2023 qualifiers. The 16 ranked teams will be divided into 4 pots. Pot 1 contains the 4 first seeds: Spain, France, Belgium, and Serbia. Pot 2 contains the second seeds: Turkey, Italy, Greece, and tournament co-host Slovenia. Pot 3 contains the third seeds: Great Britain, Montenegro, Slovakia, and Czech Republic. Pot 4 contains the fourth seeds: Hungary, Latvia, Germany, and tournament co-hosts Israel. The championship hosts have chosen 2 partner federations who will be drawn in groups that are played in their respective venue. Czech Republic is the partner of Israel, while Serbia is the partner of Slovenia. Serbia are certain to be playing in Ljubljana, and, as agreed between the partner countries, will be drawn in a different group than Slovenia, while Czech Republic will start their campaign in Tel Aviv and will play in the same group as Israel. 4 additional pots, each containing the numbers 1 to 4, will be used to determine the position of each team within the group and the subsequent order of games. The draw software will always assist by visualizing the groups available for the team drawn. Let's see how this works in practice. The draw will begin with the championship hosts, Israel and Slovenia, being assigned a group and a number. A group and a number will be first drawn for Israel. In this scenario, they are drawn into Group B. A number is drawn for Israel to determine its position in the group and the order of games in it. In this case, it is number 2. The same procedure is then repeated for Slovenia, who are drawn into Group D. Number 4 is drawn for Slovenia. The draw will continue with teams from Seed 1 being drawn. In this case, the first team to be drawn is France. They will go into the next available group, which is Group A in Tel Aviv. Number 3 is drawn for France. Serbia, drawn next, is the partner federation of Slovenia. It will therefore go into the non-Slovenia group in Ljubljana. In this case, it is Group C. Number 3 is drawn for Serbia. Spain is drawn next and it goes to the Group B. Number 1 is drawn. Belgium are the last team to be drawn. They will go to the remaining group in Ljubljana, Group D. Number 2 is drawn for Belgium. With Slovenia already drawn, the remaining teams from Pot 2 are placed in the group's alphabetical order, and numbers are drawn for them. The next pot to be drawn, Pot 3, contains Czech Republic, which is Israel's partner federation. Czech Republic will therefore be placed in the same group as Israel's once drawn. In this case, Czech Republic are the first team from Pot 3 to be drawn. They go directly into Group B together with Israel. They are assigned number 3. With the exception of Czech Republic and Israel, the other teams from Pot 3 and 4 do not have any restrictions and are placed in the group's alphabetical order, and the numbers are drawn for them. The FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2023 draw is now completed, with all 16 teams drawn into the 4 groups.
So that's it about the procedure. To help Mr. Mandic with the draw, we have asked 2 basketball legends from the host nations to join us and to help us with the draw.
To seveda ni bil še žreb, to je bila simulacija, pri žrebu pa bosta pomagali 2 legendi iz držav gostiteljic.
So please welcome on stage Ms. Katja Levitsky from Israel And also, please welcome Ms. Rankica Šarenac from Slovenia. So now we have everybody on the stage and we are ready to start the draw. I hope all of you here in the room and the fans are watching it live and are really excited about it.
Zdaj, ko smo vsi na odru, se žreb torej lahko začne.
So the stage is all yours.
Thank you very much, Sanja and Ajay. Good afternoon also from my side. We are ready to start with the draw for the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2023. We have 16 participating teams that will be drawn into 4 groups of 4. You can see the pots as a quick recap. In pot 1, Spain, France, Belgium, and the defending champion Serbia. Pot 2 with Turkey, Italy, Greece, and tournament co-host Slovenia. Pot 3, Great Britain, Montenegro, Slovakia, and Czech Republic. And pot 4, Hungary, Latvia, Germany, and tournament co-host Israel. We will start by drawing the 2 hosts into their respective groups, and will therefore start with the first team from this pot. Slovenia. Slovenia has to be drawn into Group C or D, therefore we will draw Slovenia into one of these 2 groups. Group C for Slovenia. And we will now draw a number for Slovenia in Group C. Number 3. We will continue with the other co-hosts. Israel. Israel will be drawn into either Group A or B. Group B for Israel. We will now draw a number for Group B, for Israel in Group B. And that's number 4. We will now move to teams in pot 1, but before we start with the draw, let's take a quick look at the 4 teams that are in pot 1.
Herself puts up another big shot.
Okay, we are ready to continue, and before we start, just a quick reminder, Serbia is the partner country of Slovenia and will therefore be put in the non-Slovenia group in Ljubljana, which is Group D, if they get drawn before that. Let's start with the first team from pot 1. And this is Serbia. Serbia, as mentioned before, will go into Group D, and we will draw a number for Serbia in Group D. This is number 4. Serbia in Group D with number 4. We will continue with the next team from pot 1. Spain. Spain will go into Group A, and we will draw a number for Spain in Group A. Number 3. We will continue with the next team from pot 1. Belgium. Belgium will go into Group B. We'll draw a number for Belgium in Group B. And it's number 1. And finally, the last team from pot 1. France. France will go into Group C. And we'll have number 4. France into Group C with number 4. Let's take a quick look at the groups so far. Group A with Spain, Group B with Belgium and Israel, Group C with France and Slovenia, and Group D with Serbia. We will move on to pot 2, but before we do, let's also take a look at the teams in pot 2 that also include tournament co-host Slovenia that was already drawn.
Shakar target for 3.
Goodness gracious me, are you kidding me?
And it's good at the end of the quarter. Barrett, she goes all the way, and it's an and 1.
Okay, we are ready to continue with the draw for pot 2. We already have Slovenia from pot 2 in Group C. The other 3 teams will be drawn without restriction, so we can start with the first team. Greece will go into Group A. We'll draw a number for Greece in Group A. Number 4. The next team. Italy. Italy will join Belgium and Israel in Group B. With number 2. And the final team from pot 2. is Turkey, joining Serbia in Group D. We will draw a number for Turkey in Group D. Number 1. Let's take a quick look at the groups so far. In Group A, we have Spain and Greece. In Group B, Belgium, Italy, and Israel. Group C with France and Slovenia. And Group D with Serbia and Turkey. We will now move to teams in Pot 3. And again, we will take a look at some of the highlights of those teams.
Samuelson steps through, leans in.
Sublovic open, good! And look at that, Montenegro! Salva! Wow!
Oh, good 2 points from Moračkova.
Okay, we are ready to continue with teams from Pot 3. As mentioned in the video, in Pot 3 we have Czech Republic, that is the partner country of Israel, and will therefore be put in the same group as Israel once drawn, that is Group B. We're ready to start with the first team. Montenegro. Montenegro will go into Group A. We will draw a number for Montenegro in Group A. It's number 1. We'll take the next team from Pot 3. Great Britain, and as Czech Republic has to go into Group B, Great Britain has to go into the next available group, which is Group C. We'll draw a number for Great Britain in Group C. It is number 2. We'll continue with the next team. And this is the Czech Republic. As mentioned before, they have to go into Group B as the partner country of Israel. So we will draw a number for Czech Republic in Group B. It's number 3. And last but not least, from Pot 3, Slovakia into Group D. We will draw a number for Slovakia in Group D. Number 2. Let's take a look how the groups look so far. Spain, Greece, and Montenegro in Group A. Group B is already complete with Belgium, Italy, Czech Republic, and Israel. Group C with France, Slovenia, Great Britain. Group D, Serbia, Turkey, Slovakia. And finally, we're moving to Pot 4. And again, before we do, let's take a look at the teams in Pot 4 that include also tournament co-host Israel that was already drawn.
Yaku gets inside, little floater. Oh!
Now she puts up a three. Good!
Off the screen, looks to attack it. He's got to put it up for the two. Is dead.
Okay, we are ready to conclude the draw by drawing the final 3 teams from pot 4 into the available groups in alphabetical order. Let's start with the first team. Latvia in Group A. With number 2. The next team from pot 4. Germany into Group C. With number 1. And finally, Hungary into Group D. With number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the draw for the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2023. Let's have a quick recap of the groups. In Group A, Spain, Greece, Montenegro, and Latvia. Group B with Belgium, Italy, Czech Republic, Israel. Group C, France, Slovenia, Great Britain, Germany. And Group D, Serbia, Turkey, Slovakia, and Hungary. I want to thank Katja and Rankica for their help today, and will thank you all also for being here, and I'm passing it back to Sanja and Andrzej.
Mr. Mandic, we are letting you go now. You can see the results of the draw here on the screen.
Šrep je torej končan, to so 4 skupine.
And with that, we invite our final guest to this stage, FIBA Europe Secretary General, Mr. Kamil Novak.
Na oder torej prihaja generalni sekretar FIBA Europe, gospod Kamil Novak.
Ladies, gentlemen, dear guests, so now everything is clear. Everybody knows which group and what are the opponents. I would like to thank really on behalf of FIBA Europe the 2 local organizing committees in Slovenia, in Tel Aviv. A lot of work has been already done. We have still 99 days to go. I can promise you that together with my colleagues, with the office of FIBA Europe, we will do everything possible together with the 2 hosts to have a great and unforgettable women's EuroBasket. I want to, of course, invite all of you here either to Israel or to Slovenia or to both to visit, to be present here. And at the end, I would also like to congratulate all the women here in the room, but also in Europe and in the world on the International Women's Day. So enjoy the evening. Thank you very much. And I hope to see you all either here in Slovenia or in Israel or in both. Thank you very much and have a good evening.
Hvala, gospod Novak. Slišali ste, še 99 dni do prve tekme. S tem se današnja slovesnost počasi končuje. Hvala vsem, da ste prišli in hvala vsem navijačem in navijačicam širom Evrope, vabljeni torej v Slovenijo in Izrael.
Thank you, Mr. Novak, for the wonderful words. And with this, we conclude our today's draw ceremony, and we thank you all for being here. We thanks to all the fans watching us on screen, and we of course hope to see you all here in Slovenia and in Israel in June. Thank you.
Čisto za konec, last 3 words, Sanja.
Dare to dream.
Goodbye.